Project Hail Mary, a film starring Ryan Gosling, one of my top 5 favourite actors right now. Directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, directors of 22 Jump Street and the Lego Movie, and the main producers behind the Spider-Verse films. Based on a novel by Andy Weir, the same author who wrote The Martian, and written by Drew Goddard, the same screenwriter of the Martian feature film. How could I possibly not be looking forward to this one? Disclaimer, never read the novel, just judging this as a film. And as a film, it's quite awesome. There was a lot that worked in this film. Front and center is Ryan Gosling. Like I said, he's one of my top 5 favorite actors right now, and he is just on top form. Even though he's Ryan Gosling, he still has that everyman quality to him. He's a school teacher who just finds himself on this incredible interstellar space expedition, and he just sells it. He's compelling, he's likable, and just seeing his bravery evolve throughout the film, because it flashes back to when he's first recruited into the Project Hail Mary program, and he's very much not the heroic type. So watching him step up and become this really brave, heroic astronaut was just badass to watch. It was really cool character evolution. And during his expedition, he befriends this alien rock creature, which he names Rocky. And when Rocky comes in, I thought it was going to really change the tone of the film. Not the case. Rocky comes in and he just manages to be this really endearing, cute character without making the film cheesy. He comes in and just adds a lot more heart to the proceedings. There was heart before with Ryan Gosling's character, but the heart just went into overload when Rocky comes in, but in a good way. And the bond and friendship that forms between Grace and Rocky is the emotional backbone of the film. It's really sweet, really endearing, and later on, when the mission kicks on and perils involved, you feel the danger and it gives you the feels. There are a couple of times you're like, oh man. There was one scene I actually teared up in, I'll admit it. That's how good it is. Also with Rocky, I could have sworn that was a CGI character, and there probably was CGI enhancements, but apparently that was all puppetry, which kind of blows my mind considering the concept and the design of the character. So that's some insanely good puppet work. On the subject of practical effects, that's another aspect of this film that I'm just going to rave and completely drool over. The production design, mainly the interior of the Hail Mary spaceship, is exquisite. Also, the shooting style, the camera work, the visual look of the film has a really old school feel to it. It's clear that Lord and Miller took a lot of inspiration from 2001 Space Odyssey, Apollo 13, and as a result, the film just looks exquisite. And on top of that, they claim that there is not a single green screen shot in this film, which is also kind of stupendous because the visuals in this film, wow. The shots outside of the Hail Mary going past other planets and star systems and Rocky's spaceship as well, it's marvelous. It is just visually enthralling to look at. And especially in the climax when the mission's going down and there's some danger and peril involved, it's some really thrilling stuff. Again, this is adapted from a book by Andy Weir, who also wrote The Martian. The Martian, the film with Matt Damon, I love and adore. And there are two things that The Martian did that Project Hail Mary also does really well. The first one is take high concept science fiction and make it digestible, accessible, and very appealing. And Project Hail Mary is even more science fiction-y than The Martian was. This problem they're dealing with this microbe thing that's depleting energy from the sun, and they got to go to this other star that's not dying from the same thing and figure out why. The science jargon and terminology I did not understand at all. I don't even know if the thing they're dealing with, this microbe, this organism, I don't even know if that's even a real thing. It might just be a science fiction thing that Andy Weir invented. But just in terms of the problem, what they have to do, why they have to do it, it's simplified without being dumbed down. And I just understood it. I was like, okay, that's what we're doing. That's why we're going on this mission. Awesome. And the second thing this film does really well, like The Martian, is the humor. There's a lot of humor in this film. And humor, I think, has become one of the biggest blights on films in the past 10 years. How many films have been just completely ruined by this forced, out of place humor and levity and trying to be irreverent all the time? But in Project Hail Mary, absolutely not the case. All the humor feels completely organic to the characters, the situations, and it just helps the film feel a bit more human and relatable, because some moments human beings would just be sarcastic about certain things. Sometimes you have to find the humor in certain situations. You just have to sit there and go, oh, that's awesome, world's gonna end, badass. cool. And the film pulled that off really well. I was chuckling quite a few times throughout, especially during the scenes with Grace and Rocky. They were really great. The musical score was also really good. It fit the film really well, and I'm just very patiently waiting for it to come to Spotify. And there are some tracks in the soundtrack that had like bits of choir to it, like kind of amplifying the epicness of the situation, even when it's not an epic moment going down. In terms of any flaws with the film, they're honestly very minor. I would say there are one or two sections that could have been trimmed down very, very slightly. And I did kind of get that Return of the King feeling in this film. You know, in Return of the King, when they drop the ring in Mount Doom, the big thing happens, and then there's still half an hour of film left to go. I felt that in this film because the mission goes down, no spoilers, they do the thing, and then there's still half an hour of film left to go, and I was like, okay, the film's about to end now. Oh no, it's still going. Okay, it's going to end now. Oh wait, no, it's still going. I got that feeling in the film, but that's, you know, first time watch kind of thing, and adjusting to it as it's going down. When I watch the film again, which I will be doing, I'll know to expect that, and it won't be a thing then. But that's pretty much it. In the end, Project Hail Mary is pretty damn fantastic. Ryan Gosling was great. Love the relationship between him and Rocky. Really endearing, really sweet, full of heart. It's a smart film. It's engaging. It's adventurous, visually appealing. Very just super well made, well directed. Music's great. The humor's great. There's also a really great earnest hopefulness underneath the film, driving it forward, and that just contributed more to it feeling like an old school, crowd pleasing blockbuster film. Project Hail Mary is the first great film of 2026. Instantly the best film of the year so far. Go watch it, go support it. When you've seen it, let me know what you think about it. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.